From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
For reasons that are not particularly clear, it seems like tonight may be the big buying opportunity night you've been wanting in the top cryptocurrencies of 2021 to this week. We're going to be seeing in the next few hours if the top coins of 2021, which have not given you the buying opportunity you have wanted in recent days, is going to give it tonight. A lot of coins are downtrending right at the time of this recording, and that opportunity would manifest itself potentially tonight. But meantime, we'll be looking at a series of coins that are defying logic, up 30%, 50%, 24 hours, up 300% in 2-3 days. Yes. What coins are up 200, 300% in 2-3 days? It's not Ethereum, it's not Bitcoin, it's not Doge. So what are these coins? Coins you may never have heard of until tonight's broadcast. We'll be looking outside the box at a lot more cryptocurrencies than you usually see. We'll cover dozens in this video and go over 3 trading analysis, but we'll look at why 2 coins are sliding under the radar and giving people big gains right away. This is Evening's Crypto, and thank you for joining me tonight. Boy, we have a big broadcast tonight, so stay to the very end. But first, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record for a reason. This is the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel, and the viewers are killing it and making fortunes on this channel because I go beyond 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. We go dozens of coins. I give you the skill set to find coins I don't capture that you find, and I give you the opportunity and the skill sets to find coins throughout the day, because there's always opportunity. So subscribe. Also like this video and consider becoming a member. In this video tonight, we'll be looking at coins you have not heard of on this channel before, like this one. Yes. And then we'll be looking over an AMP. Boy, oh boy, is it amped up. And then we'll be looking at LivePeer and the opportunity to flip, Engine Coin and the opportunity to buy tonight, Polygon and the opportunity to buy tonight. We'll be looking at Decentraland, really close to our buying portfolio analysis. We'll be looking at Doge, about to slip into the 20s. And of course, Ethereum, and finally, Bitcoin. How are you? It's a big night across the board. Let's start right where we are at the moment by backing up to earlier today. Over the last few days, markets have been boring. They've been boring. Up 3%, down 3%, up 3%, down 0.3%. I've been telling you the following, that the market indicators suggest we're going lower. We're going lower with the exception of breakout coins. More about those breakout coins in a second. Why? Because Bitcoin is staying 35,000 or under more than 24 hours at a time, or Ethereum is 2,500 or less 24 hours at a time. So those are our 2 market indicators. Bitcoin 35,000 or less, Ethereum 2,500 or less over 24 hours. They continually stay within those thresholds, meaning we're going lower. And in fact, if that's not even any more obvious, they continue to show no ability to go higher. They go to 37, they come right back down. Bitcoin goes to 37, comes right back down to 35, 34. Ethereum cannot stay above 2,500. This is a big signal that we're going lower, but not for certain coins. Let's start with some new exciting details you're going to hear for the first night tonight on this recording. There are coins that are defying logic right with this one. Yes, you are looking at a 1-day chart. You are not looking at a 7-day chart. My mouse is jumping in here. Yeah, you are looking at a 1-day chart. It was, yeah, that's what it was earlier today. Yeah, 20-something, 24. And how high did it go? Yeah, 55. Yeah, you could have doubled your money in just a few hours. What is going on here? More about that in a second. And then there's this fellow. Thank you, Hussein. I promise I will give him a shout out. Hussein bought this coin at 3 cents 3 days ago. Let me show you this coin's movement in the 7 days. You're watching my mouse move on the chart. As I move my mouse, you can see the price point changing in the upper left-hand corner. We're currently on the Gemini app, and as I move my mouse over the chart, over this last 7 days, you can see how the price indicator in the upper left-hand corner. So this was a 3-cent coin. Let me pull out to 3 months if you even understand even more. This is a coin that was 3 cents for a very long period of time, and then finally got to 3 and a quarter or something just in the last 7 days. 3 something. Then it was 4, and tonight it's trying to go to 7. Oh, it got to 7. My goodness. I was about to say it got to 6. I mean, literally, this coin has moved since I pressed record. This is insane. I mean, this is just insane. This coin, AMP, was 3 cents 2 nights ago. It was 3 cents 2 nights ago. Then it was 4 cents last night. And we're laughing. Okay, you went to 4 cents and then you went to 5 cents. And we're like, my goodness, this is hysterical, 5 cents. Then, it started to push on 6. And I said, okay, we're already good when it comes back to 5. Now it's going to 7 and we're still the same day. What's going on with this coin? Let me backtrack. You're like, darn it, what is that? I'm stalking. I want to date it. I want to marry this coin. Who is this coin? Let's go over. Some viewers did buy this coin. They bought this coin and they are doing really well with this coin. Let me start by showing you how you want to approach finding a coin like this in the first place. How would you have found this coin? So this is what I recommend. Getting off of coinmarketcap.com. Why? Because I want you to start with less coins to look at. I don't want you to look at 100 coins because it's a little confusing. So let me show you what I would recommend you have done. Go on Gemini. It's free to go to the website, gemini.com. Go to the price page. Then look at what I did with my mouse. I went to the I went to the next to last column, and I click it, and it ranks the coins in order of how they're moving. There you go. Bambridge, Keep Network, and AMP. Top 3 coins and moving. Now, AMP has been moving that way for 3 days. Bambridge is how I found tonight's first candidate. Let's go over Bambridge. Just as insane. Okay, so Bambridge was, 20-something a few hours ago, 26. And then it went to, how did it go? I can't grab it. It went to 50. So it doubled its money in a few hours. It went back down to 30. Now it's going back up right at the moment at 44. Okay, look at that chart. It's going up. Remember that chart. It's going up right now. Let me show you where the rest of the market's going right now. Yeah. And where's the rest of the market going right now? Yeah. So understand, Bambridge is, Bambridge is running over the bridge. Bambridge doesn't need a Biden infrastructure bill because it's building its own bridge. Look at that. I just, it's crazy. So you would have been at Gemini.com and you would have found some coins by ranking them daily and just saying, what is Bambridge? And you got to do this throughout the day because sometimes the coins don't rank in the first 4 or 5. So you may see down on the list, what is that, Sandbox? It may be number 1 in just an hour from now. Let's go to the next coin, which is AMP. And then I want to go also to LivePeer. Let's go to AMP. Now, let me go on screen for this one. AMP is an example of not being married to a coin, not being married to a certain position, not being married to any one particular item, and being very, very flexible. Here's what you really need to learn about cryptocurrency is you have to really always be able to think on your feet. Cryptocurrency is so mercurial that anyone who thinks it is the same thing every single moment, it's not. But if you think that way, you're going to be not making a lot of money. Here's an example. I'll just buy Bitcoin and it'll go up. And I'll buy Doge because I heard really good things about it and it'll go up. No, you're not going to make any money. You're not. You bought Doge, let's say a week ago at 33 cents. Guess what? You're still not making money. You're actually down. So that type of approach to cryptocurrency doesn't work. You have to think a little bit like Gallagher, the guy that smashes the watermelons with a hammer. You have to think a little bit mercurial, and not to say he thinks mercurial, but he acts mercurial on stage. You have to think out of the box, and you absolutely cannot be a fan of a coin. I always say, do not be fans of a particular coin. We're not here to be pep rallies, a part of the army, a part of the cheerleading, a part of the Doge army, a part of this army. You have to absolutely be ready to move and grab something else if something else is running and be able to get in and get out. Now, let's cut then to what happened with AMP and why this is happening and where it's going. First, congratulations to Yahya and Hussein who saw this. Certainly before I saw it. and they saw it at different times. Now, here's what's interesting to know is knowing when to see the move is where you're going to make your money. You're going to see me go out further on the charts on AMP. So Hussein, who watches the show on Overnights LA, he bought it just a few days ago. Earlier this week, it was 3 cents. So you see how this coin has been 4.3 for a few weeks. Yaya bought it during the third market crash of almost 3 weeks ago for that third market crash. So Yaya bought it at 3 cents, but Hussein bought it within the last 7 days at 3 cents. Here's what you need to know is that I would presume both of them thought, okay, I'll ride it to 5 cents and get out. And I even saw this coin, and I mentioned this coin on air when it went to 3 to 5. I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, that was a nice run. Thank you for that beautiful run in past tense. Well, I was wrong. I mean, look at this chart now. Now you're looking at a 7-day chart. It went to 4, it went to 5. It pulled back a little bit down here. It was still 4, and then look at that. And then let's look at what's happening today. There was a time, that was where people were looking at it, and I was looking at it there as well, where it was 6 and it was heading down to 5. It didn't give you the opportunity to get it to 4. Now, to be very frank, where was I when this dip was happening? I was according evening to LA. So I was looking at it really around where 6 cents. And I said, 6 cents. Maybe it gets to 5. Maybe I could tell viewers, send out a message on the community page, get into AMP at 5, because we may be heading there. But it was at 6, and it hasn't been at 5 for 24 hours. That enormous run of time. Well, guess what happened to AMP? Right while I was taping Evenings LA, bam, fell to 5 cents, and it was just a blink. And then 6, and then 7. So what are we going to do, AMP? Are you going to go to 8 cents tonight? Are you going to go to 8 cents? You started the day at 4 cents, and you're going to get 8 cents? I mean, this is just insane. This is just crazy. So one viewer asked me, where should I sell it at? I wouldn't sell it yet. If you bought it at 3 cents, I would hold it. So if you're watching this video like me and didn't get it at 5 cents, didn't get it at 4 cents, then what are you thinking? Give me an opportunity. Is it going to be a market correction? Now, you just saw that AMP chart, right? Remember? You just saw that AMP chart straight up. Remember? So let's go to Ethereum and Bitcoin. They're tanking. They're going down. Should I show you the Doge chart? They're going down. They're falling apart. Let's look at the Doge chart. Yeah. There goes Doge. That's Doge. This is Burning Bridge. This is amped up. Yeah. So this is why you have to have the right coin. This is what we call a splendid market, where certain coins are suddenly doing well and other coins are not doing well. Personally, I love splinter markets. I really do. I don't like when every coin goes up and every coin goes down. It's just sort of herd mentality. So you have to wait for the entire market to go down. You can't make money until the entire market go down. I like splinter opportunities because ultimately I can find one coin needle in the haystack, which are these. Well, with that, then are those, what should you think? Let's go back into our charts here. So you need to, continually be on these charts and see which coins are breaking out. And it may be Sandbox down here in a few hours from now, which I can't even see. Let me pull up another screen. So, there may be another breakout in a few hours from now. So the Keep Network, which I didn't click on yet, is up 27% right now. But, let's refresh the screen right now and see which ones are making the big moves right now. So Loom is up 1%, Sandbox is up 1%, but they may have a breakout. So you really have to watch for those breakout coins. It's almost like someone running for it. They're trying to escape you. They're running away. So you got to grab them as soon as they run away. All right, now that's one set of coins for buying opportunities potentially tonight. But you saw this. Yeah, you saw this, Decentraland. I've always told you buy Decentraland at 50 cents to get there. 68 cents? Okay. So we are very close to a price point on buying a coin and getting out. Now, obviously, you're going to have to choose which of these things you like the best. Decentraland in at 50 cents out at $1, or, flipping LivePeer or flipping Polygon or doing a few things. But Decentraland is almost where our price point is. But Decentraland has had problems. Look at its problems. Yeah, there you go. So understand Decentraland may not rebound for you. Look at that. That's not good either. Do I like that? If I have something better than a Decentraland to flip, a 3-day flip, I'm going to buy it before Decentraland. Let's go next to our next coin, which is, let's go here. That's Bitcoin, no. Let's, do I have it? I don't know if I do. Yeah, I do. There we go, Polygon. All right, so here's Polygon. Getting cheap, $1.30. So let's see, is Polygon getting close to our 80 cents dip number? Here's 7-day. Well, look at that. That's all downtrending, folks. It was $1.60, $1.70 for much of the week, and it's heading to $1.30. Could it pop down to 80 cents in just a second? It could. $1.30 is very close to $1.11, and then right after that, we could be at 80 cents. So you want to be ready. Tonight may be the night. Engine coin, $1.30. Is that Engine coin? How low to get? Ooh, it got to $1.20. Oh, that's close to 86 cents. Remember, Engine and Polygon in at 80, out at $2. And there's a LivePeer. A lot of people don't like LivePeer. I like LivePeer, but I like it $11. LivePeer has really held up well, but because it holds up well, it's not something I want to buy because it's just trading in the 20s. There's no profit up and down in the 20s. Remember, you want to get a coin that you can make 2-3 times your money in just a few days. You don't want a coin that doesn't do that. And then our buy and hold coins. Well, if tonight erodes, and if we do have a market correction tonight, how low can we get on Ethereum? Let's look at how low Ethereum got today. 2,400. We would have to have a major event to get into the 1,500, 1,700, 1,900 for me to say now time to buy Ethereum long term. You don't want to buy Ethereum at anything more than 1,900 long term. Bitcoin, you want to buy Bitcoin at 31,000 long term. We're not near there. We might, but we're not having that just yet. And then Decentraland, we're close to it. Finally, Doge. Doge is an example of the same thing. You want to wait for Doge in the 20s. There's a lot of people who are just buying things because they're hearing stuff, and they don't know why they're buying it or that price point of buying things. If you see what a recurring message of what I'm talking about in these videos, and especially in this video, is when to buy. When to buy is critical, not just what to buy. People hear from someone else, I heard Doge and I heard Bitcoin, I heard Ethereum, so I bought some of that for myself. What price point I don't know. I just bought some of it. No, don't do that, because you literally could lose your shirt. You could be in Doge at a 30. You could go out and buy Doge tomorrow at 34 cents. It could still be 34 cents in 2 months from now. And then you're like, wait a second. I should have bought that other thing that someone else bought, and it went up 300% in 2 hours on a Thursday afternoon. What was it called? AMP? Yeah, that thing. Or that other thing, that Brambridge, Bronwyn. I don't know. It's like an Orange County Housewives show. It's just like, what is that? That coin that went up a lot? I should have bought that thing. So that's how you have to know what to buy and when to buy it. Which brings me then to market analysis. Are we going lower? Yeah, we're going lower. I mean, it's at this point, it's very, very obvious. This market is ready for a big correction. It is ready to go lower very quickly, because if you go to coinmarketcap.com, which we're going to do right now, we're down 3% again. You can't be down 3% day after day after day with this market. You can't keep on doing that. Otherwise, prices will just erode. And you can't be just up, down either, just little percentage points. So Ethereum is down 4%. Bit is down 1%, but look at the 7 days. I mean, Ethereum's down 13% for the 7 days. Cardano is down 16% for the 7 days. Can't keep on doing this. Doge is down 20% for the 7 days. And this is coming after 3 market crashes. Coin after coin after coin. Is there any coin breaking out of this list? Remember, on coinmarketcap.com, you can do the same thing that I just did on Gemini, where you go and rank them based upon movements today. And yeah, there's some coins that are up 14%, but everything else is bad. It's just a bad market. So I really do think we are going low. I really just think we're going to go lower. And you can go over to coinmarketcap.com. But at this point, what I'm recommending you to do is pull up Gemini.com first and rank those coins, because CoinMarketCap.com is just bringing us back into a sort of a cycle lately. Up 3%, down 3%, no buying opportunities. And then suddenly you wake up and you hear someone that did this. They went to Gemini and then suddenly they started clicking on that third column. Now you can use the third column for several reasons. What coins are being hit the most, and which coins are up the most. So obviously, I recommend synthetic before the 3 market crashes. Maybe synthetic is so low, I want to buy it now. Curve was up a lot the last few days. Maybe it's down so much, I want to buy it now. But generally, it's the green. When I rank them based upon the green, upon which coins are moving the most, then it suggests which coins give me the opportunity. Let's look at Keep Network, which I've not opened. So if you see what's going on here on the right, it says store. So you cannot buy Keep Network on Gemini. So that was a reason why it was not one of my opening charts on today's video, because you cannot buy Keep on Gemini. You can buy Bambridge, and if I'm saying the name right, I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. And you can buy AMP on Gemini as well. Let's go back and look and see what are the opportunities on Bambridge and AMP going into this evening, if at all. So it's a very hard chart to look at, but let's look at the 7-day chart. So yeah, this is not February. It feels like this is a chart from February, doesn't it? February, March? Because okay, wow. Oh, this is a scary coin. This is a scary coin. So this coin, see what I'm doing? I'm clicking out further. I'm looking at this coin more historically. This was a coin that once went to $57. And while we're down here at the very bottom of the chart and we're having a big run tonight, understand this is a coin that once was $55. Let's go out even further. How high was this coin? Yeah, so there you go. This is, wow. So it's making a run at 44. It once was a 50-something coin, but it went as low as $25. So people lost 50% of their money for a very long period of time. And now it's making a run up. Interesting. So if you had bought that coin earlier today, what would I have done? I would have cleared my schedule, canceled all appointments, canceled all dinner appointments, and said, I'm trying to ride this to 52 and get out. That's what I would have done. I would have said, hey, I got it 20. What was it this morning? I don't even remember. Was it 20? Yeah, it's 24. I'm trying to ride this coin to $50 and get out by the end of the evening. So I can't go to dinner with you. I'm watching my coin position. That's what I would have done. You have to do it. Now let's look at AMP. AMP is just, as Hussein and I have been laughing in the live chats and Yaya. It's just, look at this. Now let's go out further. Let's go out all the way to understand what AMP once was. Wow. Oh my goodness. So there you go. This was a coin that was once less than a cent, had a run up during the big run of all coins this spring. And look, it didn't lose that much during the 3 market crashes. It went as high at one point as, how high did it go? 7 cents? I'm trying to get to the top of that mountain. Looks like it went to 7 cents. Then it came all the way down to 3 cents. And tonight it's trying to make a ride back to 7 cents. Does this sound like it's mirroring the coin from before? Yeah, it does. Let's look at that coin before. Is it trying to repeat? There you go. It's trying to repeat the same path that Bambridge. Bambridge was once a $50 coin. Bambridge is trying to go to 50 cents right now. So what's going on? What is likely going on is a potential, you know what it is. There's a potential effort somewhere in some place on the internet where people are trying to run a coin up to a position it once was. So do I think Bambridge is sustainable after $50? Oh, it just reached $50. Do I think it's sustainable after $50? No. I think they're going to run it up and then they'll get out and then it'll fall apart. But maybe I'm wrong. Do I think AMP is going to go over $7? No. So, I'm not going to tell you where to sell your AMP position. If you bought at $3, you could ride it to $30. Don't have me recommend it. But if it was me, it was my AMP. Looking at that chart, I think that AMP is going to get out. Let's look at it again. I think that AMP is really going to run to like 7 or 8 and then just clear it out. I'm probably going to eat my food, eat my shoe for saying that. But if you look at that AMP chart, it looks like someone is trying to get this coin to do a run back to where it once was before. This is the historical chart on AMP. I can't go any further. So this coin has never gone higher than this. This is something that is not market driven. Bitcoin, Ethereum are going down, Doge is going down, Polygons are going down, everything's going down. And here are two coins trying to do the exact same thing at the exact same moment to the exact same price level. Where they were highest, they're both being written. Ironic? No. And so long as you see what it is, then you understand what's going on. There was a fascinating interview with the head of the SEC 2 days ago on Broadcast News. And he was asked specifically about stocks, not crypto, but I want to go over this with you. His answer was that in the case of stocks and social media and certain chat rooms, that it's very obvious that the SEC needs to look in to see whether there are big market players with millions and millions of dollars jumping into some of these chat rooms to incite people to buy or sell at certain levels so that those people with millions in the game get out with tens of millions of profits across the board. And that's a pyramid scheme. That is not legal. So they're trying to look and see if that's happening in the meme stocks. And a lot of broadcast analysts were asked about that today, and they say what's going on in the meme stocks, which I recommend you not to be an investor in the meme stocks. Or if you are, understand it is not normal investing. It is not investing. It is a different type of thing, and you're going to get smashed if you don't get out early. Meme stocks is part of basically a version of a pyramid scheme. It is a game of pickle or a game of who wants to cry wolf last, because ultimately it's going to collapse. And it's going to collapse when the SEC steps in, because it's going to see potentially, and this is my opinion, that there are some external forces that come into these chats that have millions and millions of dollars invested in the push, either up or down of something, and they're trying to get people to do that so that person makes their money. And it's not so much as the kid who has $200 or $1,000 in stock. It is a big investor who's coming in and manipulating that system. And so when you see certain coins making crazy moves when the rest of the market's down, and then after a few hours, they're going the other direction, understand they are crazy. What I want you to understand is that they're crazy. They are similar to the activity of the meme stocks. And that in a market like tonight, where Bit and Doge and Ethereum and Poly and all these coins are going down, these two coins are breaking out. You have to assume there's some external influence that, I'm not saying there's anything bad about that external influence, but there's some external influence going on a ride. And that external influence of investors may not be there long term. So if you're in the ride, have that ride and get ready to jump out when you think it's time to get jumped out, because this is not a normal ride. Unless there's some fundamentals behind the ride. Fundamentals, how do you do it? You go and research the coin and understand they announced some major deal or that major event of something. If you understand that there's a major reason why people are buying up that coin, that there's a function of the coin that is time essence, and then you know why they're getting in, then you can make a lot of money. But until then, you have to be very careful. So as we go into the big night, what should you anticipate? I still think there's going to be a market correction. I would get ready because it can happen any time. Here is Bit. Here's Ethereum. Bit, if there's a market correction, buy it at 31 and hold it for 10 years. Ethereum, buy it at 15, 1700, 1900. It'll go to 10,000 in less than 10 years. Doge, buy in the 20s and just hold. Decentraland, grab in the 50 cents and sell it at $1. Poly, buy it in the 80 cents and sell it at $2. Engine, 80 cents, get out at 2. Live Peer, if it goes to 11, grab it and sell it at 33. AMP, I don't know what to say about AMP right now. And then Aave and KUSAMA have been the other coins, which I've been detailing, may potentially have big opportunities for you as well. And with that, thank you for joining me on tonight's evening's crypto. Boy, this was a fun broadcast, and that's how I bring it to this channel. Always a lot of fun. So make sure you subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record, fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. Share these videos on Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram. Tell people to come on over. Tell people to come on over. Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram. Fastest growing community channel. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. Next stop, 1 million. Also, like this video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. I'm with you every morning at 9:30 a.m. with a new show, and then evenings and overnights crypto. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful evening, and stay with LALATE for more.